to Kylie Learns How to Drive a Vehicle. I just got my permit today. Woo, great, whatever. So for the first thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm gonna push all the buttons in here and like see what they do. And like all I can like envision in my head is like the thing from Monsters Inc. where Mike Wazowski's like pushing all these buttons and like the car's like exploding and like it's bad. It's also like snowing because we're supposed to get like a snowstorm. So if you see it like snowing, it's snowing.
The first thing I'm gonna say is, how do you feel in the seat? Does it feel comfortable? Do you feel close enough?
I don't know.
So why don't you play with the seat a little bit? You can go forward and back.
Ooh, weird.
You can actually like sort of tilt.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Tilt forward and back.
Ooh, now I'm very high up. Ooh.
So you can. Yeah, there you go. So you can.
Ooh, now I'm like really tall.
Look
at how much taller I am than you.
So you can. So the seat has many ways to adjust, so that you can feel comfortable and that you feel like you can see everything that you feel like you need to see. So that's, you control all the windows.
Great, we get to do this.
It's great. Above where you were just using the window controls, that control pad controls the left side view mirror.
Ooh, scary.
And the right side view mirror.
Do you use this on a daily basis, or do you just like put it where you need it?
I set it where I haven't touched it since.
Oh, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
touch it again now.
I realize that. And that smaller mirror actually is kind of what helps you see into what is considered your blind spot. I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what? I don't know what that is. What other buttons are over there?
I don't know. I
I don't
what
know
they
either.
do.
I can't see over there. Oh, I don't know.
Can I put it on A?
Sure. I don't know what that is.
I love how I'm like, great, teach me what all these buttons mean. This is like the second one you don't know what the heck
Well, obviously it must not be important. What happened?
Did you hear it? It like made a click.
And I think that's the brightness of your dashboard. You shouldn't need to
Ooh,
touch
can
that.
I touch it?
Go ahead. I don't know what that is.
It's like the third thing she doesn't know what it is.
I don't know what that
Can
means.
I touch it?
Yeah, go ahead. I have the manual in here. I could look these
It
up.
didn't do anything. You spilled like ice cream on here.
Yeah. Press.
Can I push buttons?
Yes, like press some of the arrows and things, and you can go through different menus
Ooh.
and display different things
We're going 0 miles per hour.
and see different.
Ooh, your tires are uneven. The middle button's M.
Yeah, that's a great question.
She doesn't know how to drive her own vehicle.
I know how to drive it, I just don't know what all the buttons do. So then you have the shifter thing.
It's called the Prindle.
Well, it actually controls the Prindle. And that is, you would press the brake and then use that to select from the Prindle.
Oh, I'm
Now-
the one left.
No. What
Is the other one going now?
Yep. That's not it. Okay. Now whatever that was is off, which is how it was before.
Which one?
Your right blinker all the way on.
Oop!
Nice!
The windshield wipers are going.
You discovered the windshield wipers.
I did discover.
And I have intermittent windshield wipers, which means you can select the speed that you want the windshield wipers to go. From very slow and intermittent to very fast.
This is my favorite one so far.
Alright, now turn it all the way off. Now,
You like that?
oh, I love it! If the windshield is dirty and you would like to clean it, you want to push in the end of the stick. There's a button within the end of that stick, and you're going to push it in.
Ooh.
And it will automatically
Ooh.
wipe it away for you. I know. Should indicate someplace that it's your high beams. Oh shoot, you know what? Push it forward. Don't you see anything on there?
Oh!
Oh, there it is.
It's
there it is.
the jellyfish.
Yes, the blue jellyfish.
She
Yes.
doesn't know how to turn her high beams on.
You know, it's hard to like tell somebody how to do these. Like I'm used to just doing it. You know, it's
Well,
weird.
hey mom, you need to tell me because you're the one.
I know.
teaching me
I'm
how
trying.
to drive. Ooh, it only stayed on for like a second.
If you just want them on for a moment.
Why would you only want them on for like half a second?
You know, maybe you're parked and you want to try to see something. You
See
might.
who's about to murder you?
Or when you need to flash someone the high beams because they have their high beams on and they're coming at you, you pull it forward like doo.
If you're driving with your high beams on and there's like a person like around you or whatever, can you like get a ticket for that?
I don't know, but it's highly inconsiderate.
Because there was nothing on my driving test about that. It was just like, which ones do you use in fog?
Can you get a ticket on?
This is the pine scent. Is this from Aunt Mandy?
Yeah, it's cool.
Pine. Except not really.
Put a little essential oil on this little felt pad in there, and then they clip into your vents. And I put pine essential oil on it, and it's really nice. And they're really pretty. They look nice too. While it is not against the law if you drive around with your high beams,
People will hate you for
as
it.
long as you follow the required distance and proper dimming of light or using low beams. Improper high beam headlight usage comes with penalties. Doesn't really like answer the question.
Okay, what else can I touch? There
Let's
was
see.
also nothing on my test that was like, if there's a squirrel on the road, what do? Run over it or jam on your brakes? There's nothing about that.
Well, I would tell you that the thing to do
You're
is
supposed to keep going, but that's not what people do.
Well, what makes, or what I do, is if I can safely avoid hitting the squirrel or the deer or whatever it is that has run into the road by braking or avoiding it, I do. But I'm very careful not to swerve into the oncoming lane or hit my brakes so hard that someone behind me might crash into me. If I can safely avoid the creature, I do.
Okay, what else can I touch?
I think those are the buttons that control whether they come on automatically when you open the doors or not. Yeah, what is that? Oh, don't be touching that. Oh no, that middle button looks like it's for, oh, is this like for all the interior lights? Put that on. Oh yeah, so that's all the interior lights. I can't believe how many of these buttons, I don't know what they do.
Kylie and Mom learns to drive.
And then this button here controls that back window. You know, Daddy and I, we were,
Ooh.
I forget what we were doing. This wasn't that long ago. And we're like, yeah, if we open that window, that would work. Oh, I think it was up at the cabin. We had a long piece of wood. And we're like, all right, how do we open that window? And the two of us were looking all over. We couldn't figure out how to open. Finally, I think I discovered the switch for that. The yellow triangle is your hazard lights. Why don't you turn that on? And that is if you are experiencing some kind of...
Okay, question. Does this just turn on your blinky things or does it turn on other blinky things?
It turns on your front blinkers, your back blinkers, and they all blink together
Okay.
to alert other cars that you are...
Hey, I don't know how to drive, so don't drive behind me and think I know how to drive, because I don't. This is my favorite part. I like that I can just like... and then...
Oh my goodness. The Amazon person, you just scared us. We didn't know you were... You can leave it... yeah, bring it to the front. There's a cooler. Help yourself if you'd like anything.
He walked up?
I guess so. I feel bad. I hope he wants a snack. I'm like watching her do the windows, and there's like literally a man with a huge box right there.
How did I do?
Did great.
For real?
Yeah. I think this was very smart. Was it your therapist who suggested this?
She was
Yeah.
like, you should just... You want me to open my window? Or no?
Yeah. Stay safe. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, he had a drink and a snack.
Yeah, my therapist was like, you should just, for your first thing, just sit in there and touch all the buttons.
That was a great idea. Because if you're trying to learn how to drive, that's not the time to try to learn what all the buttons do. So that was very smart. That was very good advice.
And then that's less that you have to take in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also don't have the stress of like, I'm going to be moving this vehicle.
That's the worst thing when you drive someone else's vehicle and you don't know where the buttons are and you're like driving, you need like the windshield wipers all of a sudden or the headlights and you're like looking all over. You can turn the truck off.
I know how to do that. Right? I do know how to. Which way?
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
Ooh. I used to start her truck in high school so that it would be warm because I could leave early when I was a senior and then just sit in her truck. And it was very stressful because there was this guy on a golf cart and he was the security dude and he would always like look at me and be like, what are you doing? Because since she worked at the school, she could park in like a certain parking lot. And if you're a student, you're not allowed to park in that parking lot. So he was ready to like get me in trouble for like parking
But I had the proper...
in the non-student area.
I had the proper parking tag and I knew him and he knew me and after a while he knew you too.
He made me very
How long
anxious.
did you used to have to wait for me? Like 15 or 20 minutes or something like that? Not more than like a half an hour.
Yeah, like 20 minutes.
But yeah, he used to turn the truck
So
on so you could
I
be
would
warm.
get her keys in the morning and then I'd have to carry her keys around all day because then I would arrive before she would arrive. And then we could leave before all the buses left and it was great.
Ooh, it was great. I know, it doesn't just retract. You have to push it down like it's a pocket knife or something. I know. It's so stupid.
Also, fun fact. So I'm very obsessed with George Salazar and Joe Iconis right now. They're like Broadway related people. And there's this one song. It goes by like 2 different names. It's either called Andy's Song or Totally Alive. It's been called like both. And it's about this guy who like doesn't know how to drive because he's like scared, but he like says it's because he doesn't want to pollute the earth. And then he also says, I don't have a girlfriend and people think that I want all these things, but I don't, and I still feel totally alive. And I'm like, me. Me. You like that?
Oh, I love it. It's okay. We're going to wave. We're going to wave.
They're going to be like, what are you doing?
No, she's going to be like, ooh, it's Kylie.
Of course, this is the day everybody has their trash cans out. More obstacles.
Well, that's okay. Those are not going to hurt anything. You will be going very slow. Now the brake is depressed.
It's sad.
It is sad. So now you can use the Prindle.
Okay, how?
Okay, now you're in drive.
Oh no, there's trucks coming! Right.
Like seriously, what the heck? It's okay. That's why we have the flashers on. What is it called?
I don't know!
What is that? The hazard lights on.
Do I have to keep pushing the brake down?
Yes, because
It will move?
yes.
Oh no.
All right. Now the big trucks are gone. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Okay, so put your foot on the brake.
I don't know why you think I'm going to be good at this. I would like to point out, when I was studying for my permit test, there was no question of where do you put your hands, 10 and 2? Because apparently I've heard that it's not 10 and 2, but then where is it?
Go forward a little bit. And then pressing the brake so you can get an idea of...
It's very, like, abrupt.
Well, that's because you kind of slammed it.
I got nervous.
So try this time to not slam it. Oh, we're moving. Now we're stopped. Good job. Less slammy.
This is the stupidest thing.
All we're going to do is I want you to just drive down to the cul-de-sac. You don't have to go around it. Let's just drive down to the cul-de-sac.
What if I'm in the middle of the road and someone like comes to me?
Well,
tough because I have my flashers on.
your flashers are on, so they'll know. Look out.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, you know what you did the other day when you were pressing buttons? You made it so that the lights don't turn on when you open the doors, and I don't know how to put that back. You're going to look in your rearview mirror, and you're going to look in your side view mirror.
Someone's coming!
And you're going to see if anyone's coming. And we're going to wait. Oh, it's Amazon. That's all right. They're backing up.
This is like the busiest time of the day, apparently. Why is it just rolling by itself?
Because that's what vehicles do.
It
Very
just goes?
good.
Why does it just go?
Because that's what automatic transmission vehicles do.
I like to point out that I learned how to drive a boat before I learned how to drive a car, and I think that's like epic.
That is epic. See, now there's a little bit of an incline, and the truck doesn't want to go. So, I want you to touch the gas pedal a tiny bit. Now go ahead and touch it a little bit more. See if you can make... Oh, look at you. You're doing great.
This has been the first episode of Learning Your Drive with Kylie.
Woo-woo!
Okay, so every episode you need to give me a grade. So what would you give me for my grade for this?
I'd give you an A.
Ooh.
You would have gotten an A+ with too much with the windshield wipers.
That's the fun part!
I took off points for excessive windshield wiper usage.
If you have any driving tips or tricks or suggestions or anything, comment them down below. Leave me a thumbs up. I don't know if I said that already. Hit the subscribe button, turn my post notifications. And it's snowstorming. Like, look how, like, pretty that is.
This is only the snow appetizer. We're supposed to get, like, maybe a lot more later.
And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!